Hey everyone, and greetings from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time once again for our weekly check into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you. Just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. We just went through a snowstorm here. With the new releases, though, because there are still so many to cover. So we're just going to hit the highlights, and if you'd like to do a little more digging into this, or you know of something that you'd like us to get a hold of, just contact us here at the store, and we will very gladly look into it and see what we can do for you. But without any further ado, let's dive into the new releases expected for Friday, the 19th of January, 2024. Starting off with the new ones, we've got, well, kind of an unexpected one from Robbie Krieger, the founding member of The Doors and guitarist for The Doors, is back with a brand new album and a brand new group. It's called Robbie Krieger and the Soul Savages. This one coming on 140-gram red vinyl, by the way, from Players Club Records. The description says Robbie Krieger knows that when you assemble the right bunch of musicians and trust in the creative process, magic happens. As a founding member of The Doors, the guitarist intuitively understands the beauty of free-flowing collaborations and telepathic group interplay. Robbie Krieger and the Soul Savages was recorded in an old-school style with a bunch of friends jamming and recording in a relaxed studio setting. Tracked at Robbie's own Love Street Studios in Glendale, California, it finds Krieger stretching out over the cinematic groove music inspired by classic soul, 1960s jazz, blues, rock, psychedelic rock, and beyond. This 10-song album explores the soul jazz, dirty blues, and noirish styles roots of The Doors, while also furthering Robbie's career as a jazz fusion guitarist. So some very interesting stuff. Robbie Krieger and the Soul Savages on red vinyl. This one coming in at a suggested list price of $29. Brand new stuff also from the group Sleater-Kinney. This is called Little Rope. The description says that Sleater-Kinney returns with Little Rope, one of the finest and most delicately layered records in the band's 30-year career. So this one comes on black vinyl, listing for about $23, and there is an indie exclusive on blue colored vinyl, limited edition, this one listing for around $25. Also something new on the 19th from Green Day. This is called Saviors. The standard black vinyl version of this lists for about $28. Then there's what's being called a deluxe edition on black vinyl. This one 180 gram. But this deluxe version of the album features a gatefold sleeve and an embossed cover and comes with an exclusive 24 by 36 inch poster. And then finally there is an indie exclusive on pink and black vinyl. That one listing for $28. Something new also from the British pop-punk band called Neck Deep. This is a self-titled album called Neck Deep. Two different vinyl variations of this, the first being on orange vinyl, and the other, this one being considered the indie exclusive version, coming on violet colored vinyl violet. So Neck Deep, the description says, by the way, their current outlook is don't overthink it. And the songs in their upcoming self-titled album are just fun. So again, both of these, the orange and the violet colored vinyl, listing for $25 each. Couldn't pass up this next one with a cover and a title like this. This is a group called the Space Lords, and the album is Nectar of the Gods. The description says that with Nectar of the Gods, the Space Lords take their unmistakable sound to new astral heights. The Space Lords, by the way, are a galactic grooving band of space rockers in the stoner space-time continuum. Cannot go wrong with a description like that. Nectar of the Gods coming on black vinyl from the Space Lords. This one listing a little heavy, coming in at a suggested price of about $43. And also on the, well, new-ish front, this is a music on vinyl release of Bullet Train, the original soundtrack to that. Wow, what a wild movie that is. Two different vinyl variations coming on limited edition 180 gram vinyl. We of course have a tangerine colored vinyl and a lemon colored vinyl. Both of those, as I mentioned, coming from Music on Vinyl. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the film, you should probably check it out. It does star Brad Pitt as a character named Ladybug. He's an unlucky assassin who is determined to do his job peacefully after one too many gigs have gone off the rails, and that is both figuratively and literally in this film. The soundtrack features a number of original tracks, but most notably, it contains Japanese language cover versions of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees and Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. So again, the tangerine colored vinyl and the lemon colored vinyl of Bullet Train, the original soundtrack, coming from Music on Vinyl, each of those listing for about $43. On the reissue front for the 19th of January, we continue with a couple more from the Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right campaign, the first being a pair of Nuggets albums. These are the Nuggets original artifacts from the first psychedelic era. Now, this was a 4 LP box set back at the previous record store day in April, so now they've split this up into 2 different ones. And there are colored vinyl variations of this, it just doesn't say exactly what, but I think that they are kind of a psychedelic splatter vinyl, which it really should be. So original artifacts from the first psychedelic era volume 1 and volume 2 coming from Rhino. These are some great, by the way, just great, good early psych rock out there. So some fun stuff. Volume 1 and volume 2, by the way, each listing for about $40. Also from Rhino and Start Your Ear Off Right, this was pushed back a couple of weeks, but now we're finally getting it. It is the English Beat and their album, I Just Can't Stop It. Some very cool ska-ish stuff from the Beat. I'm sorry, the English Beat. We have to say that right. It's the Beat overseas. This one coming in at a list price of about $25. Going back to music on vinyl, we have got a very, very cool rock reissue. This one coming from Living Colour and their big album Vivid. 180 gram black vinyl, so they have reissued this before from MOV on colored vinyl, but this is now the black vinyl version. Listing, not too bad for an MOV release, this one coming in at a suggested price of about $38. Next up is a reissue from The Strokes and their album Is This It? This one coming on red colored vinyl. Limited edition of the band's critically acclaimed debut studio album. This, by the way, originally released in 2001. The Strokes' Is This It? Reissue on red vinyl coming in at a suggested price of about $38. Onward we go to something from Jerry Garcia, and this is one of those covers that makes you go, what? Okay. This was Garcia's 4th and final full-length studio album, originally released in 1982. This one coming in at a suggested list price of $25. For you country music fans, we've got a series of 4 reissues coming from Coulterwall. Each one of these is coming out on red colored vinyl, and the releases include Western Swing and Waltzes, the self-titled Coulterwall, Songs of the Plains, and Imaginary Appalachia. Price-wise, we're looking at a suggested list price of $25 for Western Swing, Coulterwall self-titled also $25, Songs of the Plains, $25 as well. And the Imaginary coming in a little bit lower. The suggested price on that is $23. But again, all 4 of these Coulterwall reissues coming on red colored vinyl. And that is a quick check of some of the new vinyl releases headed our way for the 19th of January 2024. If you're local and you see something you'd like us to pre-order, just contact us here at the store and we will take care of you, especially with regards to that Green Day one. Let us know if you need a copy. Otherwise, we will refer you to our website. Go to radiowastelandrecords.com and you can kind of check out some of the other stuff that we've got going on here at the store. As always, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like and comment, do all that stuff that YouTube likes you to do to help out the channels that make this content. And we will talk to you guys next week from Radio Wasteland. Thanks again for watching.